In the shadow of the early Cold War, America faced a new, terrifying threat: the absolute destruction of its capital. The government realized that if Washington fell, the entire nation would crumble. A continuity plan was desperately needed. President Truman authorized a top-secret project, a Doomsday bunker, a fortress capable of surviving the apocalypse. They needed a location close enough to Washington for rapid evacuation, yet hidden deep within impenetrable rock. They found their salvation in Raven Rock Mountain, a massive monolith of pure granite. In early 1951, under the veil of absolute secrecy, the military descended upon the mountain. This would become Site R, the alternate National Military Command Center, the underground Pentagon. The mission was clear but seemingly impossible: carve a fully functioning city deep inside solid stone. By January 1951, the Earth was moved. The staging ground was set. The world above remained completely oblivious. What happened next remains one of the greatest and most dangerous engineering feats in American history. The first step was breaking the mountain's seal. It required brute strength and unwavering resolve. Underground blasting commenced in February 1951. Every inch of progress was fought for with high explosives. The mountain fought back. The blasting was dangerous, unpredictable, and strictly confidential. Men worked in grueling shifts. Only the strongest could handle the punishing conditions of the subterranean darkness. Over 500,000 cubic yards of granite had to be ripped from the earth and secretly hauled away. The tunnels were dug out in a massive grid, wide enough for 2 military trucks to pass side by side. The noise was deafening. The air was thick with silica dust and the smell of cordite. Every sharp edge of the excavated cavern had to be smoothed and secured. A cave-in here meant certain death. To prevent collapse, colossal steel ribs were installed, reinforcing the mountain's natural strength. By late 1951, the massive central caverns were hollowed out. But the true engineering miracle was just beginning. To survive the seismic shockwave of a nuclear blast, the interior buildings could not touch the cavern walls. They built a revolutionary shock absorption system. The entire facility would literally float inside the mountain.
On top of these springs, heavy concrete foundations were laid, the bedrock of America's backup brain.
Inside these hollowed-out granite halls, they began constructing 5 freestanding, 3-story office buildings. Welders worked around the clock, binding the steel skeleton that would house the nation's top military brass. These buildings were heavily armored, designed to be completely self-sufficient and sealed off from the outside world. To run an underground city, they needed veins of copper and steel. Miles of electrical cabling were routed through the rock. The complex required its own massive power plants, completely independent from the vulnerable national grid. Life support was critical. Giant air intakes were carved, equipped with heavy blast valves to block radioactive fallout. The entrances were fortified with 34-ton steel blast doors, capable of sealing the mountain tight in an instant. Survival meant self-reliance. An underground reservoir was excavated to hold millions of gallons of fresh water.
The environment was harsh. The facility had to be perfectly insulated against the damp, biting chill of the surrounding granite.
Complex plumbing and waste management systems were integrated, designed to support thousands of personnel indefinitely.
The complex was so vast, stretching over miles, that internal transit systems were required just to move materials. This wasn't just a command center. It was a subterranean city. They built a fully equipped hospital deep in the rock. As construction on America's secret underground bunker continued, the massive steel framework for the main chamber was assembled deep within the earth.
They hollowed out a massive underground reservoir to provide millions of gallons of fresh water. Independent power plants were built deep inside, ensuring the lights would never go out.
Miles of heavy cabling were laid, forming the nervous system of the complex. Site R was designed as the alternate joint communications center, the voice of the military. If Washington went silent, this room would command the entire United States Armed Forces. Through hardened lines and microwave towers, they could order a global nuclear strike from within the mountain. To keep spirits up during the apocalypse, the bunker was equipped with a massive dining facility.
They built a fully operational hospital, capable of treating hundreds of casualties. Barracks were constructed to house over 3,000 military personnel in total isolation. The tunnels were so vast, personnel had to use bicycles just to navigate the underground city.
It was a world unto itself, complete with its own dedicated fire and police departments.
Site R was fully operational, a silent sentinel waiting for the end of the world.
From the outside, it was just another mountain. Inside, it was the fortress of the free world.
Security was absolute. Approaching the perimeter was heavily restricted and fiercely guarded.
The Pentagon police force secured every entrance. Photography was strictly illegal.
Inside, the alternate National Military Command Center sat in quiet readiness, operating 24/7.
Top officials rotated through the facility, constantly drilling for the unthinkable.
They called it Harry's Hole, a nod to the president who ordered its creation from the bedrock. During the height of the Cold War, the bunker was put on high alert multiple times.
Every time the alarms rang, the men inside prepared to inherit a destroyed Earth.
In the 1980s, the facility received massive upgrades, adding new cooling towers and reservoirs. The mission expanded, and the mountain was carved even deeper to house modern technology. Analog lines were replaced with fiber optics, turning the bunker into a digital fortress. Site R became the nerve center for the Defense Information Systems Agency.
For decades, the public forgot about the underground city, hidden away in the Pennsylvania hills. But on September 11, 2001, the world changed forever, and the mountain was awakened.
The massive doors were sealed. The bunker had activated its true purpose.
From deep within the granite, the nation's leadership commanded the response to the attacks. Following 9/11, Raven Rock was fully reactivated for continuous, 24/7, full-time operations.
Security perimeters were expanded and hardened against a new era of global threats. The life support systems were upgraded to filter out biological and chemical weapons.
It is a subterranean world where the mission never stops and the guards never sleep.
Today, access is restricted to the highest levels of military clearance. Despite the massive technology, it remains a place of profound isolation and gravity.
For the men stationed here, life in the underground city is a demanding, rigorous routine.
They maintain constant readiness, prepared to seal themselves off for months at a moment's notice.
Site R works in tandem with Mount Weather and Cheyenne Mountain, creating an indestructible triad.
They monitor global threats in real time, hidden beneath millions of tons of earth.
The scars of the original excavation remain, a testament to the brute strength of its creators.
If the worst happens, the president's helicopter will land here, and the nation's leadership will descend into the dark.
They will be lowered deep into the impregnable core of the mountain.
Once inside, the gates to the surface will close, perhaps forever.
They will rely on the mountain's internal lakes and massive generators to sustain human life.
The underground city is completely self-sufficient, a technological marvel built in the dark.
It is a ghost city, waiting for the apocalypse, perfectly maintained and silently watching.
To the outside world, it is an invisible fortress, hidden in plain sight.
The surface is watched by invisible eyes, protecting the secrets buried below.
The full extent of the tunnels and modern upgrades remains highly classified.
What began as a brute force excavation is now the most advanced command center on the planet.
The engineering marvel of the 1950s still holds strong, supporting the weight of a mountain.
An entire community exists in the shadows, dedicating their lives to national continuity.
Even deep underground, the machinery of daily life continues without interruption. With dining halls, medical centers, and barbershops, it is a fully functioning subterranean world.
But beneath the routine lies the dark reality of their ultimate mission. They are the custodians of Doomsday, preparing for a day they hope never comes. The shock-mounted buildings remain a masterpiece of Cold War engineering, ready to absorb the unimaginable force of a direct nuclear strike. Beneath the beauty of the Appalachian Range lies a maze of hardened steel and concrete. The alternate National Military Command Center stands ready to lead.
Site R is the ultimate insurance policy for the survival of the American government.
Every vulnerability has been sealed, every weakness eliminated.
They can survive isolated from the poisoned surface for months, perfectly self-contained.
Some parts of the mountain remain exactly as they were when the first blasts tore them open.
A monument to the sweat and blood of the men who carved it from nothing. Today, a new generation stands guard over the underground Pentagon.
The mountain breathes, a living machine hidden inside the rock. Wired directly to the nation's early warning systems, Raven Rock is always listening. If the order is given, the transition from peace to total lockdown takes only minutes.
The doors will swing shut, sealing the fate of those inside. And the mountain will become the last bastion of human leadership. While the world sleeps above, the city in the rock remains wide awake. A testament to human ingenuity and the terrifying realities of modern warfare. Site R stands as the ultimate symbol of America's unyielding resolve.
What began as a desperate Cold War gamble became the most impenetrable fortress on Earth. The underground Pentagon, out of sight, but never out of the fight. Built to survive the end of the world, Raven Rock waits patiently in the dark.
A perfect marriage of raw, natural defense and cutting-edge military engineering.
The most dangerous and impossible construction project in military history.
This is Raven Rock, the anchor of the free world.
Hidden, waiting, unbreakable.